Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Cvtv. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Abby, and here's the news.
If you wear glasses and they fog up whenever you have your mask on, you can get an anti-fogging nose clip to put on your mask. It'll keep you seeing clearly.
These clips only cost $0.25 and can be made in just about any color of the rainbow. They are made in the library with a 3D printer. Stop by to pick one up or special order one in any color of your choice.
Attention all Coyotes. Link Crew is having a fundraiser soon at Sombreros. It is all day on Thursday, March 18th. Don't forget to mention Campo Link Crew to support. We can't wait to see you there.
Congratulations to our third quarter top readers. Senior Ryan Booth has 181 checkouts. Junior Robert Hammond has 331 checkouts. Sophomore Tristan Oates has 24 checkouts, and freshman Valles Vitvarel has 30 checkouts. Keep up the good work.
Attention all seniors. Please stop by outside the library and check for the correct spelling of your first, middle, and last names. This is what will be printed on your diplomas, so they must match your birth certificate. If you notice a mistake, please let Mrs. Kat Jones in activities know by Friday, March 19th.
And now over to Austin with the sports.
To start the day in sports, the Campo boys soccer team went to the playoffs this year. In their first match, it was against Sunrise Mountain, and they pulled off the win by the score of 4-1. The second game of the playoffs would unfortunately be their last game of the season for them. They played Ironwood and lost 3-1. They sure had a good season. The Campo girls soccer team also made playoffs. First, they beat Willow Canyon and moved on to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, they played a good Millennium team, but they were no match for the Coyotes. Then on Wednesday, they played against Desert Vista in the semifinals and won by the score of 3-1. Their next match is the championship game against Castile, Saturday afternoon. Castile is a good team, and I think it will be a nail-biter. The Coyotes boys baseball team lost their first game to Sunrise Mountain by the score of 1-0. Their next game was against Mesquite, and they lost that one as well by the score of 6-5. It is still early in the season, and I think that they can bounce back. The Campo softball team just dominated Mesquite in their first game, winning by the score of 27-1. Great way to start the season. Their next game is against Millennium. The Coyotes girls tennis team had their first match against Carl Hayden. They won with 9 of the Campo players winning their matches. The score was 9-0. That's all in the world of sports, and have a good day.
Thanks, Austin. That's all for news today. We're going to end the show with a video of Cvtv's own, Maddie Cox, and her interview show,
The Dump. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome back to my show. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Mac.
Hello.
So this is basically an episode of The Dump, but it's going on Cvtv. And normally I film these and it does not end up on Cvtv, but this one is because it's for a special assignment or whatever. And I know that Mr. Mac is a big fan of Cvtv. So Huge fan. So I decided to interview him. So basically the rules are I'm going to ask him 11 questions. The first ones, they start off as like fun and easy, like about him. And then they progressively get harder as I ask more questions. And then the 11th question, if he answers it right, he's safe. If he answers it wrong, I get to pour water on his head. So hopefully he gets it right. Do you agree to these terms?
I guess. Yes.
He does. He agrees. So let's get started. So the first question is actually what's your name, but we already covered that. Mr.
Austin McIntosh.
Austin McIntosh. Okay, second question. What is your favorite video game? You're definitely a gamer, I just know.
Oh man, this is tough. I really like Legends of Zelda. Breath of the Wild was really good, and then but that's a pretty old game. Recently, I like this game called Hades. It's pretty fun. Do
you play Destiny? What is your favorite Pokemon, if you have one?
Ooh, Dragonite. Easy.
Dragonite?
Easy.
Nice.
Yes. Classic 151, pseudo-legendary dragon type, the only dragon type in the game. You know.
Nice. Knowledge right there.
Yes,
Knowledge.
Yes.
Are two atoms of the same element identical?
Two atoms of the same element are exactly identical. Same number of protons, neutrons, and electrons.
They're always identical? What if they're like charged differently?
Well, they could be an ion or an isotope, but if it's not an ion or an isotope, typically they are very similar.
Can water stay liquid at below 0 degrees?
Below 0 degrees Celsius, if it's pure H2O, it starts to freeze at 0. So below 0, if it's in transitional phase, we know that if I were to take water and put it into a freezer at negative 10 degrees Celsius, it will stay in the liquid form until all of the particles slow down long enough to form a solid. So if it were to have isopropyl mixed into it, then it wouldn't freeze at 0 degrees Celsius, but pure water typically
Yes.
is solid at 0 degrees Celsius.
Yes, that is correct. But also, it could also not freeze if it was like moving around, or if like
Absolutely.
there was some type of like motion
That's
causing
right.
it to move.
That's right.
Okay, so next question. Name all of the planets in order starting closest to the sun.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Yes, correct. Good job. Next question. Name 20 countries in 25 seconds.
20 countries in 25 seconds. Are you going to put me on the time?
Yes. Ready, set, go.
Canada, America, Mexico, Venezuela, Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, China, India, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, Taiwan, Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic,
Okay.
Norway,
Time
Finland.
is up. Antarctica is not a country.
Yes, it is.
Antarctica is a country? Alright, next question. What is 166 plus 382?
166 plus 382. So we go 548.
Correct. Impressive. Next question is a little bit more tricky.
Okay.
You have to balance this chemical equation.
How long? So this is just the 1, 2 phosphorus, 8 oxygen, 2, 3, 6, 1 are my coefficients.
That is correct.
Nice. Beautiful.
Good job.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is actually the last question.
Uh-oh.
This one will determine whether or not you get water poured on your head. So, take a look at this for me. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to solve it.
KO2 is used in a closed system breathing apparatus. It removes carbon dioxide and water from exhaled air. The reaction for the removal of water is KO2 plus H2O yields oxygen plus KOH. Potassium hydroxide produced is used to remove carbon dioxide from the following reaction. KOH plus CO2 yields KHCO3. Potassium bicarbonate. What is the mass of KO2 when it's produced of 235 grams of O2? I got 2 minutes for this?
Yep,
No problem.
no problem.
No problem.
You want me to cut it? Yes, 1 minute. Starting now. Time's up.
What? Wow. Potassium. Hold on, let me finish. I'll take my loss. Potassium's mass is, and where's my periodic table? 9. So 39. We have 521 grams of KO2 according to this equation.
Yep.
Too bad it took me an additional 35 seconds, but you know, perfection takes time. Those were good questions. Those were relatively easy. Where'd you learn all that
challenge?
stuff?
Oh, I learned it from you, Mr. Mac.
Thank you. Thank you.
Best chemistry teacher right here.
Oh, thank you.
Now
Dude.
it's punishment time. So, all right, it's time to.
Still feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man. Honestly. Ready?
No. Why? Why me? Oh! Oh, this is freezing! Oh, Maddie, you didn't tell me it was this cold, Maddie.
That's fresh out of the freezer.
Maddie.
There we go. There you have it.
Okay.
Thank you for participating.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm all wet.